Welcome to Season 5 off-season of the Minnesota State Mavericks Dynasty, and today we're just gonna say goodbye to an era. This team is gone and drastically improved a lot over the past 4 years, but we could all see that come to an end here, just like that. So, without further ado, let's go over the season stats for Minnesota State. Brett Brown finished 4th in the NCAA in passing yards, although Joyner had 4,800 yards passing. That is insane. He almost had 5,000 yards passing in the season. Manny Freeman, it was 33rd in the NCAA in rushing. And then Williams from Kansas won by a landslide, over 300 yards compared to the next guy. And then receiving leaders, Jacob Jackson was 29th. 29 yards short of 1,000, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. He was still a top 30 receiver. Tackle leaders, Hayden and Gilmore, top 5 each. Sack leader was Mado Kapura, and Roderick Riley was right there next to him at number 2. Interceptions leader, Gilmore was actually tied for 2nd. Well, he's listed 20th on the list, but he's actually tied for 2nd. Kicking leaders is Marcus Schroeder hit like a 53-yarder earlier, or 55-yarder this season, so he's top 5 in that. So let's go to the season stats. Brett Brown ended his senior season with 41 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. That's a season right there. Those are usually getting you Heisman trophies, but not this time, not even close. Rushing totals. We rushed for over 2,000 yards as a team. I would say that's pretty successful. Manny had 12 touchdowns. Brett had 9. Wozliak had 3. Scooter had 4 to end his career. And he, as a whole, Scooter, I know he was a pretty good fan favorite around here. He ended up with 16 career touchdowns, 78 carries for 175 yards, 2.2 yards per carry, and 16 touchdowns. Not bad for a fullback that was just used in short yardage situations. That's all we needed him for, and he did a great job at that. Jacob Jackson, 15 touchdowns on the season. He was a baller from the second he stepped on the field. He was a baller. Henry Dillon, he'll be back next year. He's going to be fantastic next year. He'll be off the charts. Same with Alex Saters. He's going to step into a big role. Jaden Griffin's going to be in a bigger role next year too. He was actually really good too this year. Manny Freeman is going to come back for his senior season. We also have Joe Cooper coming back another year. Wozliak will be coming back for another year as well. Dickerson as well. We're going to have a lot of good running backs. Kelvin Wiggins will be fine as well. He'll be a fine addition to the team. And Dennis Schroeder will be fine. They're all, like, all their stats are, like, we had a few guys over 500 yards, 3 guys over 500 yards. Jaden Griffin, we had 2 guys with 10 touchdowns plus. Even for a third-string wide receiver, Jaden Griffin was finding the end zone. That's pretty spectacular, pretty remarkable for a third-stringer. Offensive line production. Carable's a freshman. We kind of expected him to give up that many sacks to lead the team in that category. So he'll improve. We're not gonna miss Wesley too much. We're gonna really like Stokes coming up next year. Jackson will be fine. Pearson he'll be gone. And then Stevens, he'll be an excellent addition to the team as well. Defensively, your sack leaders are Roderick Riley and Kevin Landry with 5, as a freshman. Y'all. Gilmore as a senior, as a linebacker, had 5 sacks. Robbie Hayden had 3. Jeremy Ross had 3. Jackson had 3. He'll be coming back next year as a driving force of the defense. Logan Perry, he'll be fantastic next year. He'll be better next year, at least we think. I don't know. He'll be like a 72 overall or something, 72 or 73. John Thompson, he'll be back next year. Barclay, he'll be gone, even though he had his moments on the defensive side. He was pretty good. Donald Bailey, redshirt freshman, he'll be good. Kenneth Nelson, he'll be fantastic. Robert Gilmore, he'll be back next year for his senior season. You know, a lot of good key pieces. And I just went to kicking when I didn't mean to, but we'll check that out. Schroeder was 19 of 22 on field goals this year. Really good. He hit one for 55. That was his career long. Defensively, as far as interceptions go, Gilmore led the way with 6. Bowser and Bolden each had 4. Jackson had 3. Don Bailey had 2. Same with Robbie Hayden, and Gilmore and Ross each had 1 apiece. Jeremy Ross didn't get an interception till the final play of the season. And that says something. He went out on a bang. Punting wise, we had 20 punts, 41 yards per punt. Pretty good from Ryan Lopez, even for a 79 overall punter. We had 1 kickoff return for a touchdown, and that was in the final game of the season. And no punt returns for touchdowns, as expected. Those are way harder to get anyway. I'm not too worried about not getting those. Career stats, we're going to look at senior stats at least. Brett Brown going to go out with 142 touchdown passes to 37 interceptions. He might go in the draft. We don't know. I don't know that for sure. Manny Freeman will certainly pass Brett Brown as the rushing total career leader. I don't know about getting the touchdowns because he's got a lot of shoes to fill. But still, a pretty solid career nonetheless. Dickerson and Wozliak have been solid 2-backs as far as I'm concerned. Tyrell Smith, he's got some speed on him. We'll see what he does. Jacob Jackson, 210 career catches for 3,110 yards, 35 touchdowns. What a career for him so far. And then Henry Dillon, he'll be back for his senior season. He'll be taking a lot of the load next year as well. Manny Freeman and, well, Alex Sanders has still got quite a long ways to go. He had a spectacular first year as well. He has a long career ahead of him. Jaden Griffin, I would say he has a long way ahead of him as well, with at least 2 more seasons under his belt. Joe Cooper, same thing. So I'm like, this team has potential. It may drop off in overall production as far as the numbers wise go, but as far as, you know, because the quarterback's going to change next year, and it's really going to be weird seeing a new guy at the helm. We've had players like we've had Jamal Mardcourt take over for most of the first few seasons with a lot of injury problems with our other quarterbacks. Then we had Brett Brown step into place year 2. Brett Brown was a 4-year starter. Like, he started all 4 years. And he had a lot of big shoes to fill from year 1. And he had a really hell of a career. 53 touchdowns as a career high. But I would say his most productive season was this season, his senior season. He didn't throw this for as many touchdown passes. But my Lord, did he produce. 41 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He didn't throw for as many yards per game, but we didn't expect him to. Had 13,000 career passing yards. He went out on top. He went out as a I wouldn't say a champion, but he definitely went out as a winner. And that's the kind of stuff that we like to see from our type of guys that are pretty much legacy. They're legacy type players. So Coach of the Year. We won Coach of the Year. Very nice. Very nice. Four-year extension. Heck yes, we're staying. Let's see if Brett Brown goes to the NFL draft. That's going to be really interesting to see. Oh, whoa, hold up. We got a new offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. All right, let's take a look here. We got some tools here now. We get all the upgrades, all of them. Oh my God, this is going to be broken next year. Look at this. Offensive coordinator Mike Gundy.
I'm a man! I'm 40!
Oh, coming all the way to MSU. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Defensive coordinator Jonathan Smith. Heck yes. I like that. I like that setup. Marcus Schroeder, 7th round draft pick in the NFL. We got our first NFL draft pick. Downside, it's a kicker. Brett Brown, he's not going to the NFL, unfortunately. He was good. He was really good. Maybe he'll make it a... Oh, wait. Maybe I was gonna say, oh, maybe he could go to the AAF. Oh, right. Maybe he could make it in the XFL. I don't know. I think he had the potential to be a good quarterback in the NFL. Jacob Jackson. I mean, yes, he's slow, but he had hands. Robbie Hayden, all gone. All these guys graduated. But we got our first NFL player. It's a kicker, but it's still good. It still adds to our resume. I like it. I'll take it. Marcus Schroeder, 7th round draft pick out of Minnesota State. Kicker. Transfer requests. Do we have any? Nope. We hardly ever get transfer requests. Oh. Unfortunately, I mean, we can look at our guys one more time to give you guys an idea of what we have. We have some good players, not gonna lie. We have some great players. We can turn this rock into a diamond. Let's do that. All right, position changes. What do we got? Let's see what we can do with. Oh man, Wozliak's our best player, 81 overall. Aiden Cooper is going to be our quarterback for next season. We got Tony Freeman, sophomore quarterback. Brian Washington. We got a 78 speed quarterback. I mean, that's and we got him for 2 seasons. It's not the end of the world. We could turn that into something here. He's so much better at running back now. So is he. He's so much better at running back. Do we have any athletes? No athletes. Robert Gilmore. And we have Dukes. We got Brian Dukes. He could turn into something too. He's gonna be redshirted, but he might turn into something. Could he be better somewhere else? 71 speed. He's better at linebacker. What do we have at linebacker? Oh, we're stacked up on that side, and actually we could put him at left. Let's put him at left. See what happens. Let's put him at left and see what happens. We can redshirt him, and he'll be fine. Secondary is looking stacked. Got a lot of freshmen here. Derek Richardson will definitely improve. Tim Stover, Kenneth Nelson, Don Bailey. Okay, yeah, they're all going to improve. Ronald Brown, redshirt freshman. At middle linebacker? Oh, I don't know about that one. We might put Marshawn Pryor over at middle linebacker. Yeah, I feel like that's the best move. Jackson, then we'll have Pryor, at least someone with experience in the middle. Someone with experience in the middle. He's got some speed as well, so we can work on that. Let's look at defensive end. We got Kevin Landry, Greg Kendrick. They'll both improve. He'll be redshirted. Left end, we have Logan Perry and Matt Johnson. I feel like Johnson might be the guy in the future. Right tackle. Oh yeah, we got a lot of linemen here. That's actually a good problem that we have here. We finally have some linemen. Although we might have to put a lot of these guys at right to left. Okay, we have a good problem here at offensive line. So Jackson is the 76, and then the left guard is, okay, we have a 62. So if we put Morris over at left guard, and then what's our biggest left tackle? 66. Right tackle. Left tackle, we have 63. Okay, wow, we got a lot of good off. We have a good problem here. I feel like McFarland. I feel like he was a walk-on. I didn't give him a scholar. center. We got a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman. We can put one of the guys at right end to right. Yeah. Put a freshman there. Yeah, he'll be a 60, but it'll be balanced out a little bit more. We have 4. We should have 4 or 5 on each one. We have 5 here. 4, 3 for center. That's fine. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Tight end. A lot of good potential here. We might have to start recruiting for some tight ends, though. Cameron Miller. Not impressed with his receiver skill set. Let's see what he does on defense. He ain't squat on defense. Yeah, he's going to have to be a wide receiver. Adam Brown, James Lewis, Kelvin Higgins, Jaden Griffin, Alex Sanders. Got a bunch of speedy guys on the outside. Joel Davis, and then we have Julian Ernest and Jonathan Henry. You know, he doesn't make too bad of a tight end either. Who's taller? Oh, Henry is by a lot. By like 2 inches and weighs like 7 more pounds. I might put Jonathan Henry at tight end. 4th string tight end, 70 speed. You know, he's got something going for him there. So, I see the potential that's there. And then we have, at fullback this year, we'll have Joel Davis. Good awareness, good blocking skills. He can carry. Yeah, this offense will be fine. What's the receiving core looking like? Ooh, it's looking really thin. I might have to put Wozliak back at receiver. It's looking thin over there. It's looking real thin. But then again, I mean... Because Wozliak's already a 3rd best receiver. And he's so much better at running back, though. He's so much better at running back. He actually did perform well at running back this year in the reduced role. But we do need to go after running backs a lot this year. Tight ends. I think tight end will be fine. We're gonna lose Dylan after this season, but we're gonna have Jonathan Henry to back him up. Okay, and then we gotta look at quarterback. So we have 4 quarterbacks. Aiden Cooper, 6'5", 214. And then we have Tony Freeman, Brian Washington, who's going to be redshirted. And then we have Justin Warren. All of them have decent speed. All of them have pretty good awareness abilities, even for their skill sets. I think Brian Washington's going to be a really good asset to this team. Break tackle. Yeah, even break tackle for Brian Washington's up there. Throw power. What's the throw power at? Yeah, Brian Washington's got an arm. As a freshman, he's got an arm. He'll be something. I feel like he's got a high ceiling. Training results. Ooh, we got something here. Aiden Cooper's an 80. That's pretty dang good. Tony Freeman's a 72. And Justin Warren's a 66. Wozliak's an 86. Freeman's an 83. And Dickerson's an 81 with a 96 speed. Tyrell Smith is a 75. He's got that speed, though. Joel Davis is a 79. Sanders is a 74. Griffin's a 73. Wiggins is a 70. Lewis is a 65. And Brown's an 62. Henry Dillon did not progress as much as I thought he was going to. Only to a 79. I figured he would have been an 80. But Cooper's up there, and Dennis Schroeder's also up there. We're going to be fine. Carabell is up to a 70. Morris is up to a 69. Stevens is up to a 7. Oh, wow. Stokes is a 76. He got really up there. He progressed. He progressed a lot, actually. Childress and Jackson each up 70 plus. Wallace up to a 69. Logan Perry 71. Kevin Landry 69. Thompson and Watson up to a 75 and 76. So they're going to be a nice force to be reckoned with up the middle. Brady Hano is up to a 66. Pryor and Brown up to 67 and 62. Pryor is going to be doing a lot of the work on the middle linebacker position this year. Lockwood up to an 82. My guy is balling right now. Vincent Bolden, wow, 80 overall on the defensive side. Pete Bowser, 73. Don Bailey, 72. Kenneth Nelson, 68. Look at this secondary. It's actually improving. Jackson Lewis, 83. Jeremy Ross, 83. Robert Gilmore, 74. We got an interesting squad here. Interesting squad. We got our first 85 plus player. Oh no, besides Brett Brown. Brett Brown was our first 85 plus player. We haven't had a 90 yet. Jackson's getting there though. This is his year to do that. I might have to reorder that depth chart a little bit. Manny's been great. He has been. He's still going to be the starting running back, but I might have to do something about this because Jackson's too good to be sitting on the bench. I do like this team though. It's much improved. Advance. Cutting players. This will be fun. All right, cutting players. Let's do it. How many do we have to cut? Like 12? 14? Yeah, figured. Let's start from the lowest common denominator. We can't cut Brian Washington. He's got a high ceiling. I like him. Can't cut the fullback. He's valuable. Can't cut the wide receiver. He's valuable. We need Jonathan Henry. He's not a bust. We got a lot of offensive linemen that we can cut. I do like Antonio Leak. He's going to be nice. McFarland's going to go. We're going to keep... Usually we'll keep players over 60 if they have a high enough ceiling. I'm not going to lose my pipeline to Iowa. If he's a 52 overall, he's a 52 overall. He's going to go. Yeah, don't need him. Yeah, as a redshirt freshman, if he's not above 60 at that point, you just gotta cut your losses. Our secondary's way too big. I may keep Arthur Anderson and Chris Harris because they do have higher ceilings than most. Let's see what we got for safeties. I'm not a big fan of Roland, even though he was a nice surprise. He's not like, I don't know. I'm not sold on him. Ryan Jackson. We have two punters. We got a lot of young players in this secondary. That's just not good. He's got to go. That's a middle linebacker, 58 overall. Who's in that position? Well, he might actually have some use. I'm not sure. Might have to cut losses with that corner. Yeah, probably the best move here. Well, that was easier than I thought. I know you guys were talking about possibly adding BYU to the mix, and we're going to try and do that here. I don't know if I replaced them or not. I don't think I did. I think I did. Oops. Sunbelt? I didn't put him in the Sunbelt, no. Not adding UMass in there, that's a joke. We do need to balance out that conference, though. We do need to balance out that conference. Because every other conference has 17. We have 7 teams here, 12. You know, we have 10 in the Big 12 for some reason. 14. We have 7 on each side here. Then we have the independents, and then we have 12 here, 13 here, 12 here, 14 here, and then we have 9 here. See, it's like the Mountain West is so weird. We had 3 teams in the top 25 to end the year. That's crazy. Yeah. Let's see how it looks. I want to see how it looks. It's like, whatever. I mean, there's freaking Hawaii in the conference. But at least it gives it a level playing field. I don't have BYU, unfortunately. Because once I've added in the TeamBuilder, I can't, like, take them out. And I don't know why I took out UAB or BYU of all teams. We're going to find a stadium that's going to fit just perfect for this. We might go Denver, Colorado. Let's see what else is in contention here. Something in the Pacific Northwest. Las Vegas would not be a bad idea. Neither would Boise, Idaho. But that would pretty much give them a big home field advantage if you're Boise State. I'd say Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado is a perfect place for that. So that's perfect. Okay, so on to the next one. So now we've got that taken care of. I think we're going to try it out for 1 year to put UMass in the Mountain West, even though it makes no sense logistically. I was going to put BYU, but BYU would have been a great option, but I didn't have BYU because I'm an idiot. Holy smokes, he's a 73 overall kicker. Hello, Dolly. I like you. Okay. Little bit less than what I expected him to be. Andrew Copeland, pretty nice. Seth Fuller, nice. Oh, I like Brad Austin, too. Jonathan Tolbert, nice. Chip Morrison. Oh, wow. Look at this guy. Hot shot over here. This dude is not... Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay, I was about to say, he's not a fullback. This guy's a fullback. Woo! This guy's got some feet. William Cummings. Got him. Oh, nice. Caraball's nice. Oh my goodness, this team's looking... This scouting year is actually looking decent. Not bad. Not bad at all. I dig it. I dig it. Alright, freshman. Where you at, freshman? Red shirt. Red shirt. Red shirt. All you getting red shirted. 80 overall quarterback. Okay, no one's getting red shirted here. That receiving core is looking thin, though. Might have to keep Preston as a starter. Gotta keep Stevens as a starter. Okay. I think we got all of our red shirts taken care of. Let's go to the schedule. We have Boise. We have Boise. We have UNLV season to start it off. San Jose State, New Mexico, Air Force, Boise State. Here we go. That's what we've all been waiting for. This is what we've all been waiting for, guys. Like, we wanted this. We have Wyoming, Utah State. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted right here. And we got it. Boise's ranked. We're not. That's fine. Let's open up a few games to save ourselves on the schedule. Arizona looks interesting. Arizona looks interesting. We're going to go Arizona. At Arizona. Baylor, Clemson looks interesting. Iowa looks interesting. Iowa's going to kick our ass. Iowa State, Kentucky, LSU. Michigan, NC State, Navy, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Oklahoma. A lot of interesting teams here. Texas. Virginia, Virginia Tech. Auburn. Auburn's number 2. Baylor, Iowa. We do have to schedule Minnesota, though. That is the thing. We do have to schedule Minnesota. And I think this time it's at our place. So we got that. Florida's number... Wow, look at this. Clemson, Florida, Georgia, Notre Dame, USC. We've played USC before. We have not played Notre Dame or Georgia or Florida or Clemson. A lot of interesting teams this year. Florida International. Having Iowa would really be a tough game. At Kinnick would be tough. Michigan State. Ooh, Michigan State is daunting too. Washington. We haven't played Michigan State. Michigan State, Arizona, and Iowa. 3 Big Ten teams. Sure, but the Big Ten's looking really strong. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have... What the... 7. We have 7 road games, so we gotta change one of these to the home game. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that to the Arizona game. Arizona coming up to face us. So, our schedule this year is daunting. We have Michigan State, number 3, Michigan State. We have number 10, Arizona. We have Minnesota, as usual. And we have number 4, Iowa. And then we have also number 18 Boise State as a ranked opponent as well. Daunting schedule. But we got it. We got this. We can do it. We went 13-1 last year. I think that's overachieving for sure. So, let's start season 6. Let's take a look at our rankings. I have no idea what to expect. I know the defense is going to be a really good defense this year compared to last year, of course, but we'll see. Ooh, we got a few preseason All-Americans, freshman All-Americans, preseason All-Conference, and finding gems, of course. Alright guys, we're starting off the season unranked once again, as usual. But that does not mean we are out of the count. Take a look at the preseason top 25. We have Florida, Auburn, Michigan State, Iowa, Texas, Miami, LSU, Stanford, Oklahoma, Arizona. 11 through 20 is Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, Clemson, with Washington, Georgia, Kentucky, Boise State, Virginia Tech, Baylor, and 21 through 25 is Navy, NC State, TCU, USC, and Virginia. So other teams in there, notables, we have Florida State at 27, Louisville at 31, Southern Miss, who had a really good year last year, is at 32, San Diego State is at 33, Rutgers at 36, Duke at 39. We're at 41 with a 77 offense, 71 defense. The offense has improved. Well, I'm pretty sure that's because of the running backs. Pretty sure it's because of the running backs. Minnesota 45, so that's going to be an interesting game. Northern Illinois is at 48-7. Alabama's at 48. They are terrible. Ohio's at 50. Utah State at 61. UNLV at 70 or 63. Iowa State at 67. Fresno State 72. Coastal Carolina at 81. Any other notables in here? New Mexico at 94. Colorado State at 100. Although their offense has improved, their defense actually did not improve. It actually regressed a lot. UMass at 110. San Jose State at 114. Let's take a look here. More. Worst team in college football belongs to Troy at 126. 81 overall offense, 76 defense. Not a very good football team. But we are ranked 41st in the country. Conference Outlook, where do they have us winning, or where do they have us going? They have us finishing second behind Boise State after we just won it last year. Boise State dropped off significantly from this last year to this year. In fact, I think this is more of a level playing field than previous years, looking at the Conference Outlook. I wouldn't expect Boise to be there long. I was hoping I would face them last year because they had a really interesting squad, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Heisman watch. I don't think we're gonna have any Heisman hopefuls. Marcus McCoy from Navy, Jonathan Brown from Miami. We didn't face him last year. Ty Watson from Florida State, Kevin Cox from Oregon, and Joe Neal from Auburn are your Heisman candidates. Preseason All-Americans. I'm sure we'll have a few. Jackson Lockwood, Vincent Bolden, Jeremy Ross, Robert Gilmore, and Carol Dickerson. Second teamers, we have Pete Bowser. And All Mountain West candidates, we have Manny Freeman, Jaden Griffin, Henry Dillon. Defensively, we have Lockwood, Bolden, Bowser, Ross, Gilmore, and Dickerson. Second team, we have Squat. So a lot is going to be changing here to start season 6 of this dynasty. So we got a really tough schedule ahead of us this year. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the challenge that it's going to present to us. So thank you guys for tuning into the off season of season 6. Next time we take on number 3 Michigan State in probably our roughest year to start, our roughest game to start a season so far in this dynasty. But it's a new era. New players are going to be coming in. It's going to take a little bit to gel with the new offense. We don't have Brett Brown at the helm anymore. It's going to be Aiden Cooper for a couple seasons. We'll see how he does. I'm excited. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until next time, my name is Sin with Vengeance. Peace out.